Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 11th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So all you have to do is show up and I will be here. But Leo, let's see what is going on for you. This week, amazing. 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, 3 Wands. I love this reading already. Ace of Swords is your center card, amazing. Empress. Doesn't get any better than this, Leo, is what I'm going to say to you. So, definitely a big fan of this reading for you, Leo. I love it. There is a lot of abundance here, a lot of success. This middle row is insane. Definitely a lot of abundance and success coming in for you. In your first row here, you have the Purity card. I feel like things are just clear for you this week. You have too much clarity here. Even your center card here, in a 9-card spread, the way I read 9-card spreads is like all the cards around this middle card have to, pretty much everything has to do with this middle card here. And that's why at the end I always cover the rows going into this card. So the Ace of Swords, card of clarity. And this is a card of purity, but I feel like it's just saying, what's popping into my head is that things are pure. So I just feel like things are very clear for you this week. So love it. Next you have the 10 of Hearts here. The 10 of Cups and the 8 of Clubs here. The 10 of Cups is a card of fortune after difficulty. It can also, it's also the happy home, happy family card. I do feel like if some of you are hoping to have children, this could represent children. Obviously, again, if you're not hoping to have children, then, that message is not for you. But again, if you're looking to have children, then I feel like you could be having children, or, there could be something with children coming up here for you as well. The 8 of Clubs is kind of like a card of doing something that you've never done before. And so, it's kind of like the road less traveled, if that makes sense. So I do feel like some of you could have done something in the recent past, probably something you've never done before, and I feel like there could be a lot of success there. For others, I feel like you want to get started on something new here with the 3 of Wands, and I feel like you need to take the leap of faith, basically. Because I feel like there will be a lot of success in whatever it is that you're doing. So love it. This could also be love. Again, I feel like some of you could have moved on from a relationship here because of this 6 of Swords. I feel like maybe you moved on from someone who is too clingy is what's popping into my head. There are no cards here that represent that, but what's popping into my head is you could have moved on from someone who is either too needy, too clingy, or too whiny, or something like that is popping into my head here. Could have been a Libra, by the way, this person. So I feel like some of you could be moving on from someone like that. I feel like if you're looking for love, there either could be another earth sign, or specifically Taurus is what's popping out to me here for you, Leo, if you're looking for love. Next, you have the 3 of Clubs, the 3 of Cups here and the 3 of Spades. Yeah, like I said, very positive reading, but I do feel like some of you could have experienced a breakup in the past, like I said here. I feel like it was due to clinginess or something like that is popping into my head. And I know a lot of readers read the 3 of Cups as a third-party situation. To me, I don't even know where that comes from, because to me, the 3 of Cups never has meant a third-party situation and never will mean a third-party situation. It's a card of community, it's a card of happiness, and a card of good things. It's a good card. It's not meant to be a card of a third-party situation. So that's what I'd say there. 3 of Spades could be a breakup, but again, I just feel clinginess or something like that. Next, you have the 6 of Swords here, and look at this. This is basically the same card. I do not read tarot and playing cards the same way, but you could read these as the same card if you wanted to. But really, 6 of Spades is a card of improvements. It's a card of moving on to calmer shores. And the 6 of Spades is a card of karma, and it's also a card of momentum. It's like a card of noticing things speeding up. I'm almost positive that the other night you had this Rabbit Spirit card, Leo. And I was saying that you could be noticing how things are happening in bigger leaps in your life, or you could be making bigger leaps, in progress in your life as well. The other thing is that this 6 of Swords, I feel like this is you right here. There are 2 people, there's actually 3 people in this boat here, Leo, but one of these people is guiding the other person across the choppy waters. Hey there, Leo. So my building fire alarm went off. And interrupted your reading. I actually don't even know where I was, but I know I was saying down here that I felt like you were kind of like this guide helping people across choppy waters, so we're just going to pick it up right there. Next, you have this Rabbit Spirit. I think I already covered this card. I'm probably just going to cut that part out and just start over with this middle row, but you have the Rabbit Spirit here. I'm pretty sure that you had this card the other night, and I feel like some of you are just making big leaps forward here, and maybe there are periods where you are pausing, like, so you could be making improvements in love, or you could be making improvements in business, and maybe these aren't very, like, these big huge leaps, but at the same time, I feel like this is you kind of like jumping forward into success. So I do feel a lot of success here for you. Next, you have the Three of Wands here and the King of Hearts. The King of Hearts is called the home. This could actually just represent a move for some of you, because the King of Hearts is called the home and it just represents your home. For others, it definitely could be love coming in for you. It could be a water sign as well. Water has been showing up a lot for you, Leo. So it could be a water sign. For others, this to me is just like movement in your life. Again, this whole row here is like you charging forward towards success, or you charging forward towards something that will be very successful in your life. So I do feel like there is a lot of success for you here, Leo, in this middle row. And I do really like that. I also feel like there's a lot of growth and expansion with that Three of Wands as well. Next, you have the Ace of Swords here and the Ace of Spades. Crazy. These two cards, this has happened to all three signs that I've done today so far, or I've only done two, you and Aries. So this happened to Aries as well. These are basically the same card. But I read tarot and playing cards very differently. But the Ace of Spades is a card of existing problems being resolved. The Ace of Swords is a card of success, victory, good things coming in for you, good news as well. So I feel like there's just some sort of victory coming in for you here, Leo. Next, you have the Empress here and the Jack of Hearts. Yeah, definitely an admirer coming in for you. I do feel like for some of you that there could be a Taurus coming in for you here. For others, this is just abundance. Like, to me, this is an offer of abundance. For some of you, this could literally be like a loan, or it could be an offer of somebody just giving you money as well. For others, I feel like this is more of a harvest. So, again, you have a lot of cards here that could represent work that you've already done, especially this Three of Wands in this middle row. That Three of Wands is a card of being a supervisor, basically, or it's a card of supervising something. You might not literally be a supervisor, but you might be overseeing your life. You are overseeing your life. You are overseeing the work that you do yourself. And it's like saying you are getting rewards for the work that you've done, or for work that you've been, something that you've been working on. So definitely improvements. For others, like I said, this whole bottom row here that we're going to cover at the end is just like a row of improvements to me. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. Empress is going from winter to spring. It is like the transition between winter and spring. You moving towards like abundance, harvest, success, growth, all those things. It's like the season is changing for you, Leo. Next, you have the Message in a Bottle card here. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you need to break some sort of bottle open here, is what I feel like saying. I feel like saying that what someone is saying to you is not, this is not a lie, Leo. Let's just get that out of the way right now. But I just feel like what somebody could be telling you is like not the truth. But again, I want to stress the fact that this does not feel like a bad thing to me. It's just, sometimes people, they just say things to us, and it's like that's not the real reason why they're saying something. I feel like this is talking about extracting details from people. What I should tell you, Leo, is that one of my favorite stories is from a sales trainer. His name was David Sandler, and he tells a story about how when you're a child, you would maybe start by asking your mom, or whoever in your life, for a cookie before dinner. And what would your mom say? Your mom would say, no, you can't have your cookie until after dinner, right? The point of his story is that eventually what you would do is you wouldn't ask your mom for a cookie before dinner. You would just say to your mom, I'm hungry, or you would say something else that's indirect. So it's like we are trained from a very early age to not be direct. So people, his point also is that people never directly ask us or tell us what they want. We have to kind of like extract those details from people. We have to get better at pulling things out of people, because usually someone's first response to a question or something that we're trying to get from them or ask them it has nothing to do with the actual thing that we're asking about, if that makes sense. That probably made no sense, Leo. But the point is, we have to get better at asking questions, and we have to extract things from, information from people. So that's what I feel for you there. Kind of a weird message, but there you go. Next, you have the Justice card and the Ten of Diamonds. Amazing. This is amazing reading, Leo. Very positive. So I feel like there is, financial justice coming in for you. I would say most Leos, I feel like Leo hasn't had the biggest challenges. I feel like Leo has had the longest challenges, is what I would say to you, Leo. So for the most part, and I'm not discounting your difficulties and challenges that you've been through at all. Trust me. I feel like longer is worse, really. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you've been going through these long, difficult challenges in your life, and now I feel like there's justice coming in. For some of you, this definitely could be something legal, but for most of you, I feel like this is just kind of like justice from the universe, if that makes sense. It's like you're getting some sort of gift with that 10 of diamonds. Next, you have the Knight of Wands here and the Nine of Clubs. Love it. This to me is like standing out. I feel like for some of you, you could be getting a lot of recognition and achievement with these two cards. I feel like you could be standing out in work or business as well with these. It could also be love as well. I feel like I almost feel like this is you. I feel like you're just standing out at this time. And finally here, Leo, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Hearts. Love it. Coming up in the same row, Ten of Hearts is basically the same card as the Ten of Cups. Again, I don't read them the same, but you could. So major fortune after difficulty coming in for you. Page of Pentacles definitely could be like a new love offer coming in for you. For others, this to me is just like the start of something. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you could be starting something new. You have the Vessel as your archetype this week. This is literally a card of kind of like the Empress. It's a card of fertility. It's a card of your ideas or things in your life being very fertile. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, if you're trying to have a child, I definitely feel birth or children coming in for you. Like I said, if you're not trying to have a child, this message is not for you. But if you are, definitely could be a child. For others, I just feel abundance on this card, but I feel like it's in things that you create. You have a lot of creative cards here. Even the Empress, is a card of creation. So, I feel like you could be creating things. The Rabbit spirit, rabbits, we say breeding like rabbits, right? So I feel like whatever you're doing is could be kind of like breeding like a rabbit, becoming very successful. This row here is amazing. 10 of Cups, 8 of Clubs, Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords, then the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Hearts. Definitely major improvements coming in for you. This is like a lot of happiness, a lot of good things coming in for you. Definitely very good for people. In a lot of ways, this could be freedom as well. So maybe wherever you live, maybe the quarantine is being lifted, or maybe you're just able to be around other people or whatever, something like that. This row here could be a move, number one. You have a lot of moving cards here, and I've definitely had moving quite a bit for you, Leo, in the past, so it wouldn't really surprise me if some of you are moving or traveling, but definitely some major victories. Could also be a legal victory as well in here, Leo. But this looks very good, so thank you for watching, Leo. Really appreciate it, and definitely good luck.